Welcome to ATM Trading Club. Today is Monday, November 15th, 2021. To give you a brief overview of what ATM Trading Club consists of, when you become one of our paid members and join our Discord channel, you're becoming not only a member and a student, but a well-educated member and student that is prepared accordingly in order to profit and success in this market. On the following video, you're going to see the preparation that went into a pre-market analysis to help our student profit, learn, and participate successfully in the stock market the day prior. On the night before, we did a quick analysis on what to expect, what to look for, and what to watch out. This gives the students and the future trader a good foundation on what to expect on the market the following day. This helps them with their profit, their emotion, and their entries on the trade. With no further delay, we're going to go ahead and watch the video. Try to see it for the entirety. And this is the type of education service you get from our paid service. You're just not a member at ATM Trading Club. You are a VIP student and a member and a friend. We don't leave anybody behind. We don't leave you in the dark like other services does. We just don't give you the alert and cross our finger it works out. We teach you how to succeed. So every day could be a Saturday in your life as it is in ours. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the video. ATM Trading Club, we're here for you.
You guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can.
All right, good. I wanted to do this because I saw a lot of you guys commenting on the market today. I saw some good stuff, and also I want to bring some stuff so you guys can start getting a little bit your feet wet on many things. All right. What did you guys gather of the market today as far as any forecasting for tomorrow? I haven't looked at the chart. It's the first time I'm going to open them, so I'm going by what you guys say. let me break down real quick. Ryan, you got out of the Amazon? Is Ryan with us? I don't think he's with us. Okay, any questions before we start? Anything you want me to go over real quick? Okay. I'm gonna go over this trade real quick. Okay, you guys seeing this?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me explain this trade real quick. Remember on credit spread that I've been telling you guys that, yeah, SPX is the norm, okay? But you always have to be vigilant of looking for opportunities, okay? And you have to look for opportunities when they present themselves. That SPX is not the only opportunity that you get. It's all about risk and reward, okay? This trade, I was able to snake it at 465. This expires next Friday, not this Friday, next Friday, okay? We only have 70, 80, 90, $35 risk to make $465 per contract, okay? And especially on a stock that is starting, it's running, and yeah, we're in Zoom, Joyce. It's running, and it could possibly have good continuation, and this has time, okay? So 10 contracts of this was $350, and if it closes above 135, that's $4,600 with $350 risk. This is a no-brainer, okay? So your maximum loss on 10 contracts is $350. Your maximum loss on one contract is $35 for $465, okay? And this has a very good possibility of ending up over 135. A lot of the times when we take a loss, these are the plays that I'll look for to do some recovery on, because it's a very low risk play that at the end of the day could bring me back from a loss of the SPX, okay? In one of my accounts, I took a $4,000 loss. Here, with $350, I could gain that $4,000 plus an extra $650, okay? So I have no problem putting up $350 to get back a loss of $4,000, okay? So always, when you see stocks that are running, like Roblox or, look, Tesla was a great hit today. I couldn't get it because my phone was buffering all day. I had to get a new phone. Tesla was at $19, down $19, down $30. And by the time I went to hit Tesla, I went from down $30 to down $128. Okay. At the money, like we did with Amazon, with Tesla, would have been easily $10,000, $20,000 with like a $3,000 risk. Okay. and it just, the floor fell from the bottom from Tesla. It just fell. And again, we have Elon to thank for that. He does that crap every time. Every time this dude puts out a tweet like that, get ready, because in the next day or two, you're gonna capitalize big. I mean, I'm talking big. He did the same thing months ago when it was a 900 and went all the way down to 700, which I capitalized on that. Okay, I missed that today because my phone was buffering. I couldn't get it. Okay. Any question on this credit spread on Roblox?
Is that one too far gone, or is there going to be another entry in the morning, do you think?
It depends. 450 more or less, I gauge the entry around 450, so you only risk 30, 40, 50 bucks at max. So I think this thing is going to run another 10 bucks tomorrow.
Hey, Jess, can you talk about getting a sign, man? I notice a lot of people, it's a lot of fear around getting a sign, especially when you're in a vertical. Can you just explain what happens if you just so happen to get a sign?
Here's the problem. I don't know how they will get a sign. I guess it must be E-Trade. Okay, I have never gotten a sign, even when this thing is in the money like that. I have never, because one cancels the other. Other platforms, look, somebody here has Fidelity, and supposedly they got a sign on SPX. How? There's no shares on SPX. It's cash settled. And I saw papers.
I got assigned on Google puts and had a $1 million short position because they didn't close them out at the same time. So that's where that pin risk comes into play. It just depends on your brokerage.
Exactly.
I don't know if E-Trade is like that, but if you've got like a Robinhood, if you got Thinkorswim or any of that, you have pin risk. So you could have a synthetic short position that you could end up having your whole account wiped out due to pin risk.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying earlier.
I have never had it done on E-Trade. I cannot talk for the rest. Yeah, go ahead.
Just I was wondering, I had it done, and I was like, man.
I don't know how
explain the way they were saying it. They said it was just a random thing, and I got picked. And I was like,
right, but here's the problem. The letter that you showed me, it says that they had to assign that. There's nothing to assign because SPX does not have shares. So I don't know how they're getting away with that. Okay, because it's cash settled. SPX, the indexes are cash settled. So I don't know how I've never seen that, man. 20 years, I've never seen that. I've never had that experience with E-Trade. I've never had that experience with Option House. I have never. You got to also remember that all these brokers, Fidelity, Robinhood, they're not experts in option brokerage and all that. These were banks that got into the business. It's not like saying like E-Trade. E-Trade was specifically built for stock trading. Option House, before they merged with E-Trade, was specifically built for option trading. So a lot of these brokerage house got into the game because of commission, and I guess they got their own rules. I've never seen that. Especially not on SPX. You showed me that letter, and I was like jaw broken.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, man, it's if we sell something, we receive a credit. We are obligated to, exercise. We are obligated to sell that underlying stock for that particular price. But the option that we buy, which serves as the insurance, gives us the right to buy back at a certain price, which makes our maximum loss $500 per contract, right? Correct. So it's like it's no need of running around like, oh, I'm scared I might get a sign, because that's why we have that insurance in place.
Right. Correct. So a lot of these brokerage house, man, like I said, man, for the first time I saw TJ showed me the letter where SPX got a sign. I'm like, there's no shares. It's cash settled.
I didn't understand it. They told me to talk to one of their more advanced traders to kind of explain them, to give me some strategies how to keep that from happening or something like that. So I haven't, but it's like forever on their line. So I'm just trying to. But I was talking to someone else, and they were saying that's not what happened. They said actually, because the way that it closed, it was the difference between the 4,700 and what it closed at, I think, what, 4,630 or something like that. And then when you subtract it, you came out with $2.47 or something. You understand what I'm saying? The difference in the
That's all it
high
is.
and
It's
the
just a
low, and then
difference.
because I had the 10 contracts, it came to the 2470. That's what they came. I mean, that's what someone tried to explain to me, but still, they told me that it got assigned, randomly got assigned, and somebody decided to exercise it, and usually they don't. So I don't know. Yeah.
Right. The problem is that's why I call their BS, okay? Because nobody could exercise an SPX. There's no exercision.
What we were talking about earlier was the NVIDIA, the Roblox in the money. I'm talking about pin risk. So you, even though, like you said, you still have defined risk, you still have what's called pin risk. So you can't be assigned with the SPX, but the pin risk is when somebody exercises it when you have an American equity or an American option.
Correct.
So like when you say like, yeah, you're covered because you have that long put contract, no, you still have risk. I got assigned Google puts and it almost wiped out my whole account. I posted it in Investopedia. That's why we trade the SPX, because it's like you said, that's not going to happen. If they do it, it might be a nuance to their system. But with the particular Roblox play, you do have to keep in mind that you can still be assigned, even though it's a credit spread. That's
Correct,
what
yeah.
pin risk is.
Yeah, on any equity, you're right, 100% correct. Most brokerage will close you 15 minutes before the market closes when you're in the money like that. Others, you have to do it yourself. There's also a disclaimer. There's also a thing on your application E-Trade has that says, I don't ever want to be assigned. Okay, I never exercise my options, and it'll get closed before it gets assigned or exercised.
Yeah, I had that. They told me I could do that, but then they tried to talk me out of saying, well, if you do that and you forget to, make a decision and all this stuff, like you miss a trade. And I was like, oh, okay, no, I'll wait, but now after this, I'm like, I know I need to do something. I need some type of ability to figure out, because I was not expecting that. But
and always remember, the assignment on a put is beneficial for you. Okay, not on the call. If you ever want to get assigned on puts, not on calls. Okay. Because on puts, you're gonna receive it, and if the thing rallies, it goes up. On calls, you gotta buy it back. You gotta give up the shares that you don't have, so you gotta go get it from the market.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So if you ever put any equity trades, make sure that they're on the put side, because at the end of the day, okay, you use your margin to buy the equity on the put side. Okay, but now you hold, like for me, for instance, on Tesla, if I get a sign, I don't care because I want it. Okay, or on Roblox, if I get a sign, I don't care because I'm on the put side. So I'm receiving the stocks. I don't have to go get it from the market, pay a higher premium to pay it back because I borrowed the shares, to do the credit spread. So if you ever get a sign, always try to get a sign on puts, because all you have to do is hold the puts. You hold the shares at a lower strike, and when the stock rallies, you make your money back. But to avoid all that, you close it before the expiration date. That's it.
Okay.
Close it for profit before the expiration date.
Okay.
And that'll avoid that. The SPX, I don't know what to tell you on that, TJ, because I've never seen that. Okay. That should never happen, because that's cash settled.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Fidelity, you might want to, look for another platform, because I've never seen that. I'm being honest.
Like I said, I'm gonna have to think about what to do with that, because I was like, I wasn't.
To me, Fidelity is really complicated platform. I looked at it when you brought it up to my attention, too complicated. Mm-hmm. So I would definitely see it. Try to get something more simple, more user friendly than in Fidelity. Okay, and so everybody understands that Roblox play, the risk factor. You're risking $35 to make $465 per contract. It's a no-brainer. You could actually sleep at night and not worry that you're gonna blow up your account with $35, and you could actually, that's actually a play that has a very, very good possibility of ending out of the money and actually getting full credit. So
Hey, Jess, another thing that a lot of members got on and talked about was, you know, how long do we ride this? So can you speak to how long, when you call out trades like that, on especially on Tuesdays and Thursdays, where you're not really holding our hand, what's the thought process behind how long we should stay in the trade?
listen, if you're in profit, take the money. Don't get greedy. You know, now once you get a little bit more in tune with reading the charts and all that, you'll be able to set parameters to where there's resistance, or where you see things that, okay, you know, at this level, there's going to be some resistance. I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to take the money. But if you're up 50%, 100%, 200%, take the money. You know, it's easy money. Take the money. Like on the roadblock, I'm holding it overnight because I'm looking for a continuation.
Hey, Jesse, I just got in and I have a question. I don't know if Tastyworks has shown me something wrong here, but when I put the 130, 135 up as a short leg for the 130, it's telling me the max profit is 55 and the max loss is 445. I only get the limited risk version when I swap and put the 135 as the short leg.
So look, let me show you how it looks on E-Trade.
Yeah, I have E-Trade. They put theirs up differently, but I moved all my money out of that account.
Yeah. Hold on. See, I'm not too well versed with other platforms because I've used one platform like almost my whole entire.
Yeah.
No, you're right, because 135 is the short leg. To get max profit, it has to go over 135.
Right, it has to go over 135.
Okay.
So it should, if you do the short leg, it's giving you $55 risk, right? And
Yeah,
because
remember, this is because the price is under it, but it's a put, right? So usually if the price is under, we'd be selling a call on SPX order, because the higher price is the short.
Correct.
Yeah, thanks. I just wanted to check because your DM was backwards and I didn't realize you guys were on the Zoom. So I decided to jump in and double check.
See, like this is, where did I put this? Oh, this November 21st. All right, this is how it looks on E-Trade. The short is the 135 and the long is the 130. And hold on.
I like that platform. They got it from Options House.
Yeah, that was my original platform. That was my original account, Option House. I only had two accounts, Option House and Option Express.
I like those guys. They would answer the phone and they were friendly.
The best. Option House was the best platform you could ever have.
Yeah.
You know, this app is actually from Option House. It's not from E-Trade.
Yeah, E-Trade doesn't answer the phone though.
No. And their platform is super complicated.
Oh, E-Trade Pro is crap. I can't handle it.
I like the information, but it's way too complicated. See, so look, the 135 is the short.
Okay.
So price is coming from here up. So I need price to go above 135 so I could be out of the money.
Yep.
But the 135 is the short.
So even without going over 130 or 135, it can profit just moving.
Yeah, of course. I could have profit today. I could have profit today and just closed it. You know, because I'm beating time. You know, price action is beating the king. So as long as it continues going up, the credit will start, the spread will decay because of price. Now, what it cannot do is go down or go sideways. So if this thing pops another $10 tomorrow, the spread will probably lose another 15, 20 cents. And you could just get out of it and profit, you know, that amount. I'm holding until next Friday because it's only $35 per contract. You know, my whole 10 contract is only $350 for a possible $4,600 profit. So it's a good risk reward ratio.
So I have a question for you. I've got an account that I blew up real bad last year. It's got $32 in it. What would you think about the 140, 145 short on the 145 with a $10 loss? I'm just trying to see if I can.
How much money is there?
And I thought I emptied it out. It's got 32 bucks left in it. So I
Oh.
was going to think of like short the 145, long the 140 for 10 buck loss.
Does it? Yeah, if it lets you do it, that'll be 465 bucks.
Because then I thought, if they put the credit in my account, then I've got $490 to try to do something else, even though I risked a good faith violation.
Yep.
You still
Yeah, blackface. You can do a debit spread if it's running up. It's just that you're in a debit spread, your profit is limited. But you can do a debit spread too. Let me see what roadblock. I haven't even looked at the chart of this, man.
So what made it pop?
I have no idea. I'm here posturing and I looked at roadblock and I'm seeing this thing pop. And I went on the E-Trade, on the charts on the E-Trade, the little charts on the E-Trade. I started looking at it. I identified the trend and I got in.
No, it looks like they had earnings and they beat the earnings left and right.
That's what it is? Earnings?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a strong move in the daily. Yeah, this is a strong move. And it just so we get a continuation tomorrow. So it broke the all-time high and it closed above the all-time high. So if we get a continuation tomorrow, this thing will go easily by next Thursday, by next Friday, this thing will go easily $45 easily to go up.
Wow.
A total of $45. So, it'll probably go up $7, $8 tomorrow, another $10, but it could easily go to 140, 150 from here. By next Friday, not by this Friday, by next Friday.
That chart you have up is their whole price history.
Yep. Yeah. All right. Let me see what else. I did an Amazon trade that I showed you guys. That was a quick scout. You gotta be careful with Amazon. Okay. Let me tell you, I told that yesterday to Ryan. Okay. Amazon has a tendency to pop in the morning until like 10:30. It will retrace. Okay. And then around 2 o'clock, it will pop again. And then by 3 o'clock, it'll pull back. Okay. That's why I got out at profit and I left money on the table because when I got out at 75 and Amazon went all the way up to 95. Okay. That's another $20. Okay. That's $2,000 that I left on the table, but I don't care because Amazon has huge swings, so I took my money and that's it, but on the Amazon trade, and again, I'm trading a smaller account on this. So when there's a time to contract size accordingly, and then there's a time that you go ahead and you leverage out your account. You leverage out your account when the strength is in your favor. And this Amazon call, the strength was in my favor. I wish I would have been able to catch Tesla, man. Tesla got away from me today because I wasn't on, my phone was buffering. But this was like an hour. This was like an hour worth of work, I think. 9:30, 10:30, 11, like 2 hours and 20 minutes. And I got in at 9:36, right when I started running at 41.10. Okay. This account at the time that I opened this had $5,000 in. So I leveraged the whole account. Okay. And I got out 11.54 at $65. So this account went from $5,100 to $7,084. And I leveraged the whole account because of the run. And I got out. That's why I didn't hold it overnight. Or I didn't hold it until Friday because this is a small account. This Amazon pulls back overnight and it'll wipe out the whole account. So I took a PDD on this for a $2,000 gain. So manage your contract size depending on the strength of the trade that you're taking. Always remember that, you know, you don't do this all the time, but when there's strength and it's in your, and the trend is in your favor, you know, take the trade. Let me see Amazon. And again, oh, damn it, wrong, hold on. Again, I was not in front of my charts. So I'm doing this based because I know how these stocks trade and I know how they behave. Okay, but so I took it in around 9, around here, it pulled back, and then look what it did. It did a tweezer bottom, and I didn't even see this. If I would have seen this, I would have probably picked it up right here when I filled the gap. I didn't have a chart available to me. Okay, but look at the higher highs. Okay, look at the higher highs. Look, same concept with the SPX, accumulation. It started getting a little bit weak right here. That should have been your exit. It started weakening here. It was less accumulation than the previous peak. Take your profit. Take your profit. Less accumulation than the previous. More accumulation than the previous. Accumulation, it accumulated more from the previous. Now here it accumulated less than the previous. It was at a high. Take your profit. There's a hangman right there. In between those two candles, there's a little hangman there. You know? Same thing with MACD. Had a cross. They expanded. MACD never went negative, expanded. MACD never went negative, expanded. Look at the signal line. Look at the signal line where it's telling you to exit. It's telling you to exit. Look at the signal line. Okay. So you exit at that signal line. Same thing. It went negative. Take your profit. Doesn't matter if it goes up another $50 tomorrow. You could always get back into the trade. But I'm taking those $2,000. Today, those Benjamins are sleeping in my boat, not in theirs.
Just real quick, what time frame are you mainly making these analysis? Is this on the 5?
It should be on the 5. I have not made these analysis in any time frame because I was on a cell phone. Okay.
Okay.
So this is just experience. The way I'm making these trades, but it should be on the 5-minute chart.
Okay.
Okay. It should be on the 5-minute chart. Okay. But I'm doing these trades based because I'm familiar with these stocks, how they trade, and I already have a mental picture of what it's doing, so I can kind of gauge without a chart what I'm seeing. But you'll get to that point once you start seeing all these charts on a daily basis. Believe me, this thing's gonna get ingrained in your head, you know.
Okay.
But for now, yeah, the 5 minutes, because these are gonna be quick trades that you're gonna take, you know. So the same concept that you're using the Chaikin and the MACD with the SPX, use it with the equities also. It works the same way, you know. Amazon is a little bit tricky because Amazon swings. Okay. Matter of fact, look, one of the things that you have to do with Amazon is this. Look, you have to find the patterns of all these stocks. Okay. So this one didn't retrace. This one retraced at about 38, 50, 50, and 50. Look, once it started trending, okay, let me so you can see it. And it's all pattern, guys. This is not rocket engineering, man. Look, it's not coincidence, man. It's just that everybody's doing the same thing, and you're just picking up. Look, pay attention to this. You see where they're buying it on the pullbacks. Everybody sees that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Look at the next pullback. Same identical place from back here. You see it? Same identical place. Okay. Same identical place. It just didn't have any more force because it was at the end of the day already. But look, same identical place. So it's just patterns that keep on recurring over and over again. And those are the things that you have to visually understand. You know, once you start visually understanding those patterns, you capitalize on it. Okay. What other play did I do today?
I think for me, one of my problems is we can simplify our processes to initiate a trade, but then the issue becomes trusting the simplicity.
That's where you have to take the emotions out. You gotta trade mechanically. Okay. And then of course, let's say okay, let's break down. I want to show you those trades because I want to start ingraining these pictures in your head, because eventually we're gonna start and you're gonna start taking trades like this and start making this kind of money. But you have to ingrain these patterns in your head. These patterns gotta be ingrained in your head, so muscle memory will automatically dictate your behavior to take these trades with confidence. Right now you don't have no confidence because you've never done things like this. So it's like wishy-washy, you know. Oh my God, am I doing the right thing? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Okay. But eventually it's not gonna be oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It's gonna be let's go, let's go, let's go. And it's gonna go. Because you're trading what you're seeing.
Hey,
Any
Jess,
questions?
yeah. I think a good idea to use a good example to use for your motions versus the chart was the orb trade that we took this morning. I got in at about 9:52 and I think I was in it for like 6 minutes and took a 50-cent profit on the SPX.
Damn.
But people got $1 this morning, like it was no problem. But what I'm saying is, as I was watching the chart, I would like you to go to the SPX. As I was watching the chart, it didn't, you know, even before the 10 o'clock candle, the Chaikin just started to roll over, but the MACD was wide open. The momentum was down. The sellers was up. Like it was no reason to get out of the trade, except when you look at between the 1035 and the 1040 candle, we got a cross on the MACD. Was that even the time to get out right there when it crossed?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. Even before, even you could even done it before when you start seeing price divergence here. When you start seeing these, look, man, I'm gonna have to sign up for you guys to look service, man. I think I'm on the wrong side of the fence. Watch.
So those peaks started to flatten out even before the crossover the averages, don't it?
Yeah. Look.
I tell you, man, all these signals are subtle, and that's why just nothing gets you past it except chart time.
So you saying when you started to lose momentum is the time to get out?
Look. Okay. What do you have here? Hold on. Especially on the orb. Because that's a quick swing trade. Okay. What do you got here?
Higher lows?
No, you got tweezer bottoms.
Wicks. Oh, okay.
Look, tweezer bottoms. They're not perfectly, but they're tweezer bottoms. Okay. Another way to look at it is the next candle. The next candle was never broke the bottom of the previous selling candle. So you have this candle never broke the previous, this candle never broke the previous, and then they rallied up. Look at the MACD.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that last part. What did you call that when they didn't close under it?
No, it just didn't close. These are tweezer bottoms.
Jesse, you said something about Amazon that triggered a thought for me. You're talking about the way that it swings.
Yeah.
Could we take a look at the last 2 days on Microsoft, please?
Okay, let me finish here. Yeah,
Okay, I'm
the
sorry.
next one.
Okay.
No problem. Okay, so KB, you see how it starts rolling,
Yeah.
you know? So your roll, especially on the core, because you guys took a CCS, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the moment this thing starts to roll, take your profit. Even if it doesn't roll completely and then goes back down, it doesn't matter. Take your profit.
Gotcha.
Because that's a scalp trade. That's not, you know, you're not hoping to expire worthless, especially on a one DTE. You know.
Got you.
So you're capitalizing on this huge price move that's killing the premium. Once you have this, you're giving the premium back.
Okay.
So take you did right. You know, anywhere from this point back, you should have taken the profit.
Oh, I got out way before then. I got out way before that last red candle even dropped. I only took 50%. I only took 50-cent profit. Everybody else, it was quite a few people that took 80, $1.
Good. Man, that was a good trade.
Yeah, it was pretty dope.
So I'm here sweating my butt ass plastering. You guys are making money easily in the AC.
So KB, guys, so when you guys are doing those, do you already have your like setup ready for sale to kind of punch it, kind of like you kind of have it open and ready to put the number in and just go ahead and do it? Or what do you do?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's it. That's, I mean,
because you're not setting any like, what do we say? Not stop loss, but you're not setting any stop loss, and you just kind of have it open ready, and then you plug the number in and
that's it.
Okay.
That's it. And TJ, the whore, it's Hannah's baby. Okay, I learned that from her. I never traded like that. Okay.
Yeah, I was going over it today and looking over it and stuff and trying to look at some of the charts because they were talking about it today, and I was trying to look over and see if I can see it. It's going to take me a little bit of practice to look at it. It's
very successful.
Yeah.
Okay, it's very successful. Okay, and I certified it. That's why it's in a tab here. Okay, I never knew about it until they brought it to my attention, and when I started looking at it, if it's done right, your wins are like really high up there.
Yeah, so I appreciate it, Anna, because like I said, I saw everybody making money on it like within a few minutes. I was like, wow, okay.
Oh yeah. Yes. Oh yeah. So study it. There again, listen, somebody posted the video by Heine, okay? He was not, okay, and I put emphasis on this because the guy that brought that to the attention of the other group is with us. His name is Insight, okay? He's the one that brought the attention of that, okay?
That video was on the hack. That was on the hack, not the orb.
Oh,
right?
I'm sorry. You're right. Wait up. Correction.
Yeah, because I think the hack is the video that I think I saw.
Right.
That
the
was
hack.
sent to me.
Right. The hack. I'm sorry. The hack, the PDD hack, the guy who brought that to the attention of the other group, his name is Insight. So if you need to ask anybody, you could ask him. Okay. He's the one that knows about that, not the person that you're seeing on the video.
Okay.
Okay. The
And
person
just a
you see
heads
on
up,
the video is just a person, that did the video.
and I don't know who all of you who are taking the non-zero DTE orbs, but I always target 50 cents. And the only reason I stayed in for, I think, $1 today is because of the training that I've got from Jess in the last couple nights with reading the charts. And it said it kept going down based on everything. But if you're looking for something like a 50-cent target is pretty profitable, like probably 95% of the time I can hit that with 20 contracts on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yes, big time. Yes, correct. Hey, Ryan,
But don't get greedy.
Amazon?
Yeah, I got out. I mean, it went to
Okay.
like 190. I cut it. We got in with you at like 25 and I got out at 131. So,
Okay.
I mean, I can't complain about like 10 grand, but like,
Listen,
yeah, I went up, it went to like
when
16 or 17.
I told you yesterday, hey, listen, this is the setup on Amazon. As soon as it opens, it's gonna spike up, take your profit. Listen, I got out at 75 on a day trade, and it went all the way to 95. I left $2,000 on the table. I don't care. You know why? Because at the end of the day, that Benjamin's in my bank account now. I could always get
Well,
back.
not even that too. And the reason I wanted to do it too is just from a discipline standpoint. because that's
Yeah.
the hardest thing is with everything. I mean, I think I made in the last run up with Ford with you, like in June, I think I made like $140,000, and I was able to piss most of it away because I just didn't sell when it was at the top. You know what I mean? So that was a pretty huge lesson for me.
Okay. Yeah. Take, you know,
You gotta take the profit when it's there.
right. And especially when you're using, I took the profit without using no charts because I didn't have the charts with me. Okay. All I had was the little E-Trade platform app. And that's what I was using to make money today. Okay. While plastering out in the hot sun, you guys are making mega money here on the Horb and the AC. You know?
Well, listen, we got it from you, bro. What you need?
I know.
What is that?
Listen, HP, you're gonna have to bring me some of that Dominican rum. That's all I know. That's all I know.
I got you. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah. But anyway, you know, but with a chart, you could even be more active, you know, and let it run a little bit more to capitalize more profit. Go ahead, producer.
Hey, I just wanted to address what you were talking about with the exit to the Horb today with the rolling on the histogram. I'm just curious, is that Horb specific? Because if you look at like on November 5th there, you can see that histogram, it started to roll up, but then it you know, it turned back around. And
remember that these are algos. These are algos. These were
I'm talking, yeah, but the histogram on the downside. So if you were taking it short and it starts to roll up there, if you had exited when it started to roll up, you know, it wouldn't have been a great exit because it kept falling for quite a while. So I didn't know if that when you were talking about exiting the trade when the histogram starts to roll back up, if that's specific to the Horb or
yeah, that's specific to the Horb because you're short trading. You're trading for like 30 minutes only.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know?
All right. So that leads me to another question then. Well, after it's rolling up right here, and it was still a minute before it actually crossed over. If this was you know, a spread, a call credit spread, would we have stayed in a little bit longer if it wasn't a Horb?
No, number one, you would have never hit 1x.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Because you would have gotten a great premium. So you would have never hit 1x. Okay. Number two, look at the size of the histogram going forward on the buy side. It's very, very weak. Okay. So you got out here. Remember, you're on a 1 DTE, not a 0 DTE.
Yeah.
You know, that's the difference. Okay. On a 0 DTE, you know, once it crossed here, we had this resistance already because remember we said it's in the range. It broke the range. Now it's outside the range. If you would have got that entry anywhere in this area, this means that you would have been all the way up here somewhere. Okay, so you have plenty of cushion. Number one. Number two, the checking really is not really accumulating with any type of violent strength. It's stayed within the same range. There's really no spike going on, only at the close. But for the most of the day, it stayed muted. Look, we drew this red line the other day, yesterday, the day before. It still hasn't broken until the close, and those are usually algos. Okay, but look at the histogram. Look at this histogram here compared to this one. Short and small. This was a little bit longer, but still look at how quickly it flattens out and then drops. Flattens out, drops. Price was never able to make it over this high. And that's when the signal line signal that it was going to turn around, but yet it was never able to make it this high. And even though it had a little longer momentum, it didn't have a larger momentum. Now, if you have momentum going like this, like right here, let's say, you're right here. This one starts, and this one goes like this, and it starts going like this. It starts going like this, and like that. It starts building up like that. Then this price definitely is going to go like this and break. But you don't have that at all. You know, instead you have a histogram that is muted at this level. So there's no building up of momentum. You have a little bit of momentum, but you don't have a built up of momentum. You don't have increased momentum. So you're basically muted. Same thing with checking. You don't have increased accumulation. So it's basically muted. That price can't go anywhere. So there's no new buyers coming in. There's no new acquisitions coming in. So that's why price gets muted.
Premium pretty much stayed the same for the rest of the day anyway.
Yeah,
It didn't even
because
go down any further.
you know, look, and man, draw your lines, man. I can't emphasize more how important the lines are, man. Look. Let's say this is the high. There's no wick on the top. There's no wick on the top here. It's showing that it's selling off on the moving average. We already have this support that now becomes resistance. Okay, draw a line. Next further down, draw another line. It goes all the way down. It came under this line, draw another line. Okay, so now you have 3 resistance lines. Okay, at the end of the day, it tested the first resistance line, but it couldn't get to the second nor the third. Draw your lines. Here, same thing on support. Draw your line. Now you start seeing that it's range bound. Lines are very important. It's actually more, at some point, it's more important than indicators because it's giving you a visual look of what's going on. Yeah, for sure, blackface. Yeah. Hold on. I want to watch the rest of this later, please. It'll be uploaded, producer. It is recorded. It'll be uploaded. Yeah. Anyway, so that would break my attention. Okay. Vega. What stock was it?
Microsoft.
Microsoft. Always starts with the daily.
So right now it's in a little bit of consolidation, but in particular, the chart from Monday, I thought was kind of interesting.
Are your lines, those lines, are they preset? You pretty much using the same for every chart?
Which one? Well, I just
no, I see what you're doing. Never mind.
This?
Yeah.
This is Fibonacci.
Okay, yeah, no, I see what you're doing. I thought I was like, because I know one time you said you had some lines on another chart that
yeah,
you
no,
just kept on there. Okay.
All right. So we're losing accumulation on a daily.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean too much on a day trade. This will probably just gonna consolidate here. Right around here. You gotta wait for an entry on this. Don't enter this yet.
So could we expand it maybe to where you're showing, say, like maybe 3 days or 4?
Yeah, I'm gonna show it to you in an hour.
Okay.
See, it's consolidating.
Yep.
Okay. See.
That is also visible on the checking, by the way. So the consolidation.
Yeah.
Visible.
So this is the month of October. It went up. We started November. Did they have earning report or something?
It had its earning in the week of, I think a couple of weeks back, and it was a good earning. So it did run up after that.
Okay. The buyers are gonna be right here.
Yeah, you see the gap up as well, right? I think that was the earning time.
This is where the buyers are gonna be at. $328.72. That's where the buyers are gonna be at. So if you gotta take an entry, it will be around 328, 330.
Okay.
That will be an entry.
Okay. Well, one of the things what drew my attention to it on a 5-minute chart, when I'm watching how it moves, it's a very gentle trading.
Yeah, it is. It's micro. It's a big cap. It's a blue chip. So it's gonna be. You're not gonna have too many swings on it.
See, like from Thursday, even if you had waited till, let's see, it would be 11:30 your time, there's a nice double bottom and just a gentle rise. What made me think of Microsoft was when you were showing how wild Amazon can swing. And the question I had was, would it be worth, instead of doing, say, one contract on Amazon for, say, $20, to do 10 contracts of Microsoft at 2, considering that it's a much gentler trade?
The problem is that you're not gonna get the increase on premiums because it's so gentle that since it moves so slow, premiums gets muted out with theta, with time. Where Amazon, since it moves so violently, premiums increase the same way they go down. You know? But so if you're gonna do a trade, if you're gonna do a trade like this, you would have to swing trade it for a couple of days or a couple of weeks. See, like it's in a range. Look.
Yep.
334 to 337. You only got $3. There's only $3 here. Okay. What's the increments on Microsoft? $1 or $5 on the options?
They're not 100% consistent. They are showing $2.50 most of the time.
Okay, so you won't even break even. Let's say you get a call here, and they're in increments of 250 from here, 34.80 to 37.80. It's $3. So you only have 50 cents to the good. So your premium would hardly even go up. And if anything, they might even go negative.
Okay.
There's not enough here between here and here for you to capitalize on the premiums. Because it'll never hit. You'll have to go over the strike.
Okay.
See, remember, premiums rise when price action violently goes up or down. Other than decay, okay. So if your delta is like say 50, right? So for every $1, you're getting 50 cents. Well, imagine Amazon that goes up $90. You know, that's how you capitalize on stocks like Amazon. Now you don't have to trade Amazon at the money and have $3,000. Okay, you could trade Amazon based on delta. This is where you use your delta. Okay, you go to Amazon and you choose a strike. Let me see if I still have. You go to Amazon. Let's say right now Amazon. I'm gonna look for a delta of 50. So let's say I'm bullish on Amazon. And I'm gonna look for a call, and I'm gonna look for a delta of 50 on a call. 35.7. I gotta go further down. They're still expensive. Okay, let's say 22, a delta of 22. I'll show it to you.
For this Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's say these strikes right here, which these strikes are reasonable. Okay, so I'm gonna post a strike. Okay. Okay, so let's say these are between 20 and 27 delta prices between $1,200 and $1,700. 3680, between 3650 and 3680. Where did Amazon close? It closed at 3576. So we're approximately $100 out of the strike. Okay, which that's really nothing for Amazon, but let's just keep it simple for now. Let's say that Amazon goes $50 in the first 30 minutes of trading. So Amazon went $50. I'm getting, let's say I'm gonna put $1,400 to work. I'm gonna get 0.22. So I'm gonna get $11. I'm almost gonna double my investment with a $50 move on Amazon. That's 100%. And it's not even nowhere near the strike. You see that?
What was it, a $15 move or $50?
$50 move.
50. Okay, that makes more sense.
So with a $50 move at 22 cents, with a $50 move at 22 cents, I'm getting 22 cents for every $1. That means I'm getting $11 added to the price that I paid, which is $1,400. So I practically almost made 100% on a $50 move on Amazon. And Amazon does that a lot, both ways, up and down. So you don't have to put $3,000 or $4,000 with it at the money strike. You could go with a $1,400 spread, which will not kill most bigger accounts, and you can still make 100%. And you can still manage the risk.
Okay.
That's how you play the delta, not the way that other peoples were playing with credit spread. That's how you play delta to capitalize. Not the other way.
I gotta remember this section here for the replay.
Yeah, and just to maybe put it in perspective, if you look at
809. Here, I'll timestamp it. 809. 809 Eastern time. There, I put it on the text. Amazon replay. Okay.
So just as a rough gauge, if you're $100 out, that's a pretty good range.
Yeah, because you go by the delta. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much you're out. You're targeting deltas.
Yep.
You know, you're targeting deltas and you're targeting price action. Look, I'll do another one with Amazon. We'll go even further out.
Yeah, we can take one trade that you had taken today for Roblox, right? So for that, we took the 105 call. The current delta is around 0.6. So if tomorrow it moves another 5 points, it'll increase our premium from, I think right now it's at 7.5, so it'll increase it by 3, right?
Right.
Yeah, a little bit more than $3.
Right. Hey, welcome, guy. I'm glad you can make it.
Well, you know, there was a buzz in my ear that you were talking about option Greeks, and
I know you're the best.
Man, I better go back him up before he says something else.
I'm glad you did, boy. I'm glad you did. You're the best at that. I give you the floor on that any day. I'll go have a beer. All right. Man, If I didn't have, man, that Tesla broke my heart today, man. If I didn't have to do what I did today,
So did you close your call?
I have no idea. Let me see. I'll tell you now. Hold on. 10:23. Man, and Jacko had an 1100 put. Jacko would have killed it today, and she told me about it too. What do you think of the 1100 put? I said, I don't think it's gonna go down there, man. But with Elon, anything is possible. This dude here, man, he's special, man. You just gotta have him on your side to capitalize on his stupidity. All right, so this one, all right, we'll go even further down. 10 cents, $595. Same scenario. Same scenario. Amazon moves $50 with a 10 cents delta. That's $5. Damn it. Oh, what happened to my screen? That's $5. You doubled your money. Almost doubled it. So 595 risk for 500. If you lose $595. But if Amazon moves 50, you make 500. Yeah, that too. That and right, correct. Which this will, at the end of the day, if the move is that violent, this will be more than $5. This will be more close to $7. But I'm just flatlining it based on the delta. But yeah, if Amazon moves $50, this would inflate to $7 more or less. So you got that?
Yeah. Yep. I noticed gamma is 0 at the moment, but yeah, I get the idea.
Okay. Remember, I'm introducing you guys to different strategies, so you're not just focused. Look, today was not a 0 DTE, and I shot out plays so you guys could see that when you have the right training, this market cannot stop you. I'm telling you, man, this market cannot stop you. You just gotta have the right training. Okay. I did this on a cell phone with bad connection, full of plaster out in the hot sun with my crew plastering my house. Okay. And I'm here sitting on a milk crate, and one of my guys say, "You're on a trade, huh?" I say, "Yeah." He says, "Great. How much did you make right now?" I said, "I can't tell you." He says, "Come on, Jess." I said, "No, I can't tell you, because then I have to increase your pay. So I can't tell you." Okay, I made enough to get us a 6-pack of beer. So let me go to the store and get a 6-pack of beer, and I brought in 2 coladas, 2 cafe coladas, Cuban coffee. Continue working, please. We gotta get this done. So that's what's expected of what you're gonna get with what I'm teaching you, and you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. Trust me when I tell you. And it's not rocket engineering, man. This is super simple, man. Don't let all these people on YouTube fill your brain with all the BS that man. I think one of you guys that's here saw it. I had a discussion with a guy in YouTube that kept calling a correction based on price divergence on the RSI. And I've been listening to this guy for like 5 months. 5 months. Every time I put up his video, well, like I said 3 months ago, price divergence, price can no longer stay up here, and price kept going on. And so I called him out. I sent him a message and I said, "Bro, we've been 6 months at it. You're telling everybody that the market's going to correct, get ready, buy puts, this, that, and the other. Here we are 6 months, and we're higher than the 6 months that you started making these claims." I told him, okay, I said, "Bro, your price divergence is wrong. You're using the wrong indicator with the wrong time frame. These price divergences, the way that you use it, could go for 6, 7, 8, up to a year, showing price divergence, and the price divergence will not fall because you're in the wrong time frame. You're using the wrong indicators." And a whole mess of his followers said, "Wow, finally." So I posted in the other group, oh, finally, somebody finally, said something to this guy. I got sick and tired also. And somebody that actually knows said something. Man, my email blew up, man. Blew up. The guy banned me from his channel. I can't get into his channel. Like, banned me. I can't even put comments in there. Yeah, remember the YouTube post? Yeah, I was getting posts like every 30 seconds, man. They wouldn't leave me alone. Yeah, no, dude. Yeah. All right, let me get going. Let me see. Let's break down tomorrow what to expect tomorrow. I want to hear from you guys before I tell you mine. I don't care who I hear from. I want to hear from as many people as I can. Even if you have to just text it if you don't want to voice it. But I want to hear it before I post, before I tell you what I'm seeing. So whoever wants to take the stand, go at it. Don't all do it at the same time.
Call on someone.
If I call on someone, I'm gonna call on KB. He's been the monster so far.
No, someone who needs more.
Well, you just volunteered.
Oh shit.
Bam.
Oh, he can hear me. Okay.
Listen,
so,
I'm like Nick Fury from Marvel, from the Avengers. I have eyes and ears everywhere.
Okay, so at the end of the day, right? So at the end of the day, the Chi, MACD, and ADX indicated buyers were taking control. Going into tomorrow, I think that it's going to be bullish at the opening. How did I do?
And why is that? Show it to me. I'm here. You have access to my chart. Wait up, let me put the 5 minutes.
Is that the 5 minute? Okay, so let me use my little annotator here. Annotate. So right here, well, let's look at from the top because we read from the top down.
Right.
Chi finally broke at the end right here. See that? And then the price action started going up. And the bands, the Bollinger Band, Kettler, kind of pointing up a little bit. And then can you scroll up? And then the MACD, it's not a real big movement, but it started getting the momentum to come back up. And then the ADX shows that the buyers are coming in because it's like the green right there. See that right there?
Yeah. Okay, what happens the last 30 minutes in the market? Just like it happens the first 30 minutes. What happens the last 30 minutes in the market?
Oh gosh.
Orders get closed.
The algos kick in.
Oh, no.
Okay.
And orders get filled all the way to like 4:30, whatever time they stop. And that's why you get orders filled in the morning, the first 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, so your observation is correct. Okay, but remember, this could be skewed by the algos. Okay, this is what you need to understand. We came here. Okay. We've had this in the past. Look at the checking, right? Okay. We're still in the same boat as here. Right? Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed.
Right.
Okay. So what can you tell me that changed here? That changed here compared to all these times. Why would the buyers get in now at the end when they had all this opportunity here and here, 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 here to get it?
Because it was down and then it went back up.
No, because those are the computers. If it's truly bullish, don't you think that the buyers will get in here? If it's truly bullish and we're trending, which we're not, but if we were, then you think the buyers would get here, or got in here, or continue accumulating here, or continue accumulating here, or continue accumulating here, or would have continued accumulating there? They had all this opportunity to accumulate and produce a trend. So why would they do it here? Unless Biden gave money away and I don't know about it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's computer generated. Okay. So when we have that like that, especially, you will always see this at the open and the close. Look. Pay attention to this. Look at the open. Look at the volume 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 at the close.
Got it.
It's easy to remember. It's easy to remember because it's a bathtub curve.
Right. Right. You see the spikes?
Yes.
Okay. Those are algos. Those are computers. Those are overnight orders that are getting filled by the computers. Okay. So a reading at that time, that's why I always tell you, wait 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes preferably. You know, a reading at that time will skew the indicators. And you see it here. You're having an accumulation, which really is not really accumulating because there's no momentum. And what did I tell you in one of the classes that we did on the ADX? What happens when the ADX starts doing this?
Conflict. What that conflict is?
Right.
Yeah.
And there's a huge move. Whenever ADX starts trending like this, there's always a huge move coming either up or down. Look.
Does it matter which color is dominant over the other ones, Jeff?
Nope, doesn't matter. We just don't know where the move is coming.
Direction.
Yeah, we just don't know which direction. We just know something big's coming. We just don't know what direction. So we wait. You know, look at how long it took here.
Wow.
You know, until finally it popped to the seller side. This one technically started all the way back here. As they get more constricted to each other, that means that the pop is going to be even bigger. Okay, so now overall in the 5 minutes, we are stuck in a trend. I mean, in a range bound from here to more or less here. Because now we're under the support, which now becomes resistance. So let's step a little bit back. Let's go to the 15 minute. What is the 15 minute showing? Now, somebody break the 15 minute out. Yeah, Craig. Go ahead, TJ.
Well, so like the chai tea is keen is going up, and then look like, but the price action is going down. We got a bearish price action.
Remember,
and
the larger, the more time frame, the time frame being longer is more accurate for longer term analysis versus an intraday or shorter time frame is less accurate for longer term analysis. Okay, so you're in a 15-minute right now.
Yeah, and the MACD is rolling down, crossing the histogram, but rolling down. And the ADX, if you look like the sellers.
The MACD's rolling up.
Well, okay, I'm looking, okay, I'm back a little bit. Okay, it's starting to roll up, but then you see that so right here, yeah, it's rolling back up. But then it's the sellers down here on the ADX is
going down.
Yeah, because it popped before, like they were dominant a little bit, like around, yeah, and now it's going down, yeah.
Okay, look, this is on 15-minute. Sellers started weakening around 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, okay, that's 10, okay.
More or less 10, 10:30, whatever this line is. Wherever this line is. 9:30, there's 9:30, there's 10 o'clock, it's 10 o'clock. So at 10 o'clock, they started coming down. Buyers still haven't showed up yet, because they're still kind of like sideways. They're turning a little bit up, but we need to get over this peak, which that's where they're at right now. Okay. Now on a 15-minute, this is a bullish because we're having separation between the moving averages. We're already having price divergence from back here. We just need to continue the momentum, okay, which from back here is where this support is at. So we can identify that there's for sure buyers here because they're holding this support. They're holding the support. We have the same support back here. Okay. So basically what we did was a break and retest. Usually break and retest continues the momentum for a higher high. So tomorrow, the key things to look for is 46.70. I will go all the way down to 46.65. See if it tests that low, and if it does, do we buy it? Do they buy that low? So that should be on your notes tomorrow. 46.65. Do we buy 46.65? Okay, let's go to a 1 hour. What do we see on the 1 hour? Anybody?
I see the chai is a little bit higher than it was when it made its last high. So if you go back to the second hump, which was like maybe an hour before, a couple hours right there where the red big drop was, yeah, exactly. It went a little bit higher than that, but it failed to make a higher high on the chart than that last one.
Correct.
On the actual price with the price action or whatever.
Correct. What else?
Well, the MACD's definitely rolled to the negative or to the downside.
Yeah. What else?
And the buyers.
But the buyers came up a little bit at the bottom on the ADX.
But it looked like they're losing momentum, isn't it, or something? They're losing.
All right. Look.
And the sellers are increasing?
No. Right now, they did increase earlier as the buyers were losing. Okay, but now they're consolidating. Look, they're both basically facing down.
Oh, I see.
Except for this little line here on the buyers trying to turn around, they're both facing down. So they're consolidating. Okay.
This is an hour, Jess?
Yeah, 1 hour. 1 hour. Okay. MACD flying out. Now it's diverging. Okay. So tomorrow on your 1 hour, draw a line, draw a straight line all the way through. All the way through. Okay. That will show you that this is your first line of support. As long as that MACD doesn't break that support in the 1 hour, then price should sustain at or more or less where it's at. What is something obvious right here?
We are at a pivot point.
Yeah. And what have they done at that pivot point?
It's sustained.
Big time. Okay, where's that pivot point at?
71.
71.
71. Let me see. What is it?
71.69.
46, 69, 99.
Yeah, in fact, Prof, if you, I noticed this today. So in this 1 hour chart, you would see an uptrend, and this 70 is a key point there.
So the key tomorrow again, 46.60. So we're now between 46.60 and 46.70 are key levels that you need to keep in mind tomorrow. Okay. Now, one thing that's happening here is on the 1 hour, yeah, this is the 1 hour, we are getting accumulation while price is muted. So the Chaikin is letting us know that price is lagging. So this could see a test of 4,700 tomorrow or the next day, according to this. If we get this to roll, if we're able to get this to roll, and this to continue getting smaller and to the positive side, then this price will go to 4,700 and test 4,700. So on the 5 minutes, tomorrow, what I will do, draw 2 lines. I'm gonna draw them now, matter of fact, so I don't forget. Here, and I'm gonna draw a trend line. There. Duplicate it. I'm gonna turn it into a channel. And I'm gonna keep that until tomorrow and see what price action tells me. So you guys got it. Okay. The other factor would be this line here. To get to this line, what's gonna happen? Let's see what happens when we get there. And I had oh, look at this. I forgot. This is a 1 hour. Look, we drew this trend line. I don't even know when. I think it was the other day. But look how it held today. So they're obviously they're following this trend line on the 1 hour. And again, it goes to 46.70. So 46.70 is good support.
Yeah, this was the trend line I was talking about.
Yeah, 46.70. So let me see. The only thing is that was it the VIX close today?
It came below the R1 level.
Was it green a lot or?
Total it was green.
It was 0.56.
But the last hour was red.
Yeah. Well, this could bounce tomorrow. This could bounce tomorrow. So let's say 46.50. Yeah. We could probably go all the way to 46.30. Oh, wait, hold on. Six. Premiums are low. 46.50. 46.50 is paying 65 cents. 46.50, 46.45. This area here is paying 55 cents. So that's something to look at tomorrow. There's not
Hey,
a
Jess,
lot.
you gonna look at the daily too?
Yeah.
Because the daily to me, I mean, it seemed like right at the end, everything was kind of tapering off. We're tapping on the resistance of the all-time high. There was the spinning top in there. This is day 3. We haven't been able to break it.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of curious what your thoughts, and everything kind of looked pointing down on the daily on stock charts, in my opinion.
It is 100%, but the bands are squeezing. The bands are squeezing, so we could have a little bit of a consolidation right here or continue. Here's the thing. You have to gauge previous events and in the same level. So they bought the Kettler here. They bought the Kettler bands from back here. They bought the Kettler band here, here, and here. We're at the same level right now. So the big question tomorrow is, will they continue buying it like they did in the past? That's what you have to look for. If buyers are waiting for buys at the Kettler band, will they continue tomorrow? And that's what we got to look for. And again, remember, we're only in the trade 6 hours or less. So on a daily, this could go up, come down, go up. You know, we only interested in the next 6 hours from 9:30 to 4. Is what we're trying to forecast, and what the closing price is going to be. But there is distribution on the checking. This thing has price divergence. Okay, but this could very well stay like this and then keep on going up. It might be just taking a breather. You know what's the difference is that this is going to go up, that you're not having no sloping histogram like here or like here. You know, you're having a divergence and then flattening. See? So nobody wants to sell this market. For whatever reason, there's a strong bull market. Look. And then it flattens. Not like here. Not like here. It only flattened back down here. But here, it just went. Here, just went. Here. See? We haven't gotten to this stage yet. It could maybe with time, but look at how many days it needs to fill. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 or 8 days, trading days.
Yeah, that's why I put on my weekly trade today, because I feel like we're coming up towards one of these drops, but I don't think it's going to be this week. I think we might be very range bound.
Yeah.
Next few days, maybe some upward pressure.
Yeah.
You know, probably no all-time highs, but
range bound for sure.
47.15
is a key resistance.
Yeah. So we probably won't drop much below 46.50 of that.
Right. We have a CPI tomorrow, Leo.
Yeah.
At 10 a.m. It should be at what time CPI? 8:30? 8:30. Yeah. 8:30. What other news we have tomorrow? Remember, tomorrow's Hump Wednesday. Hump Wednesday.
We have PMI and core PPI at 8. That was today.
So we'll know by 9:30 where this market's gonna go.
CPI, core CPI and unemployment all at 8:30.
Okay, so by 8:30, 8:45, we'll know what direction this market's gonna go. We just gotta be careful with the bull trap.
What is the federal budget that we have at 2 p.m. tomorrow?
Yeah, it's an evening star, Eric. But remember, on the daily chart, since it's a day chart, this thing to stay sideways before the evening star or any candlestick pattern develops. It's gonna take a couple of days for any candlestick pattern to develop. Go ahead, Nash. Go ahead, Nash.
Oh no, sorry, I was just saying that there is a federal budget news that is coming out at 2 p.m. tomorrow.
Yeah, that market's not gonna even worry about that. They don't care about the federal budget. They know they can print money.
And even the wholesale inventory, right? That is at 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Not a big deal.
Yeah, none of that. And most, unless it's housing or consumer credit, most of the news that comes out after 10 till 2 o'clock is market disregard. The big news always come out at 8:30 or at 2 p.m.
The reason why I like the Forex Factory news is because they have the impact tab and it's color coded. So like,
right,
CPI is red, unemployment is orange, because
right,
those are more, crude oil might have an impact because if
right,
oil prices skyrocket
right,
because inventory's down, that can throw the market into a tizzy. But
right.
a lot of those things, it doesn't really affect the market that much.
Got it. And Thursday is going to be a holiday for the market?
No.
No.
Okay.
This is gonna squeeze the 46.91.
I think bonds are closed on Thursday because it's a bank holiday, but it doesn't.
But it doesn't affect. Yeah, it doesn't affect the. This is gonna go up tomorrow.
What I say, bullish tomorrow.
Yeah, this is gonna be bullish tomorrow. Which there's too much. See, here's the thing. They're holding this line hard, man. Unless some news come out, they're holding this line hard. They're holding this level really hard.
I think we might stumble at the open though.
We could, but don't be fooled. They're holding that line. Look. Look at the wicks.
Yeah, those are extra long wicks.
Yeah, they're holding that line. Look at this. Draw a line on the 15-minute Chaitin. See if it follows the trend. The Chaitin is trending up while price is not. So there's something lagging, and it's usually price. Now, the other line that they might be looking at is this one right here. So they might be doing a little triangle pattern. So we'll go up, we'll come down, go up, come down, go up, come down, until we break one way or the other.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking at when I said we were range bound. 4,700 is kind of like the top almost.
Yeah. And I think we're gonna be range bound like that. And we're gonna be into that. We're gonna be into that triangle pattern probably is what they're anticipating.
Unless CPI does something crazy in either direction.
Oh, damn.
Because I think with CPI right now, I think a lot of it's priced in.
Yeah, it probably is.
So like if the numbers are really horrible, they're expecting it. And so if it's really great, they aren't expecting it and it won't hurt as much as it, so I think that's kind of what we're looking at right now.
Oh, it won't let me cut. Oh, we can't have that. Oh, there
I think you did cut it, so you just have to paste it in a new.
No, I got it. I got it already. Look, I put it there for you guys.
Oh, perfect.
All right, so I got that.
So quick question on this one. I pointed this exact same thing that the Chaikin is not making a new low, but the price is still, testing the bottom. The Chaikin was still trending up. So does that mean that the momentum was low for the sellers, and that's why the price might go up tomorrow?
Well, the only reason the price might go up tomorrow is just because of that support. They're buying that. It looks like they're buying that support. So if they could get any momentum built up, then it could continue going up to 4,700.
Makes sense.
So we might be range bound. The market might be looking for a range bound between here and here. That's where we're at. That's exactly where we're at. These are fake breakouts, but we're range bound. Now we're gonna go test the top of the range.
So when I look at my charts on the hourly, right? We're buying the 50 SMA.
Oh yeah, I have that too.
And yeah, some 50 SMAs are going, a 12-degree uptrend, we'll say. So if they continue to buy that, then it will slowly melt up, assuming that's the low point of it.
Look,
on the hourly.
Look, that's the 50 SMA right there. So the 50 SMA is at 46.60, where we identify the support. And it's still pointing up, which is bullish.
What time frame do you put the most stock into as to if it's going to be going up or down tomorrow when you're looking at it before the day starts?
I start in the 5 minutes and then I go into the, see, I already drew my lines for tomorrow. So whenever this thing opens tomorrow, I'm gonna see what these lines are, they're valid or not. So I already have my range in the 5 minutes, which is 47.70 more or less to 47.90. I have my range in the 15 minutes, 46.70, 47.10. And I think I have one in the 1 hour, somewhere around here. We're gonna work with 1 hour. Now I'm also gonna look at this trend line. The most important thing I'm gonna look tomorrow is this trend line. Can I put this trend line there? This is the most important thing I'm gonna look for tomorrow, this trend line. This is probably the first thing I'm gonna look at to see if that trend line is valid. If I could stay under, if I could put a put credit spread under this trend line, I'll be a winner all the time. Because look, it has never violated. If I could always stay under this trend line on a credit spread, it will win all the time. But it has never violated the trend line. Since back here, since it started trending, the 18th. I could have gone every Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday if there was enough credit and stayed under this trend line. And I would have won all these days. I would have never had a loss all these days.
And if pricing holds for tomorrow, the 46.50 45 is 70 cents.
Yeah, I priced it out earlier. I priced it out earlier. Let's see if it holds. That's about it. Any question, guys? Anything that we need to go over before we start tomorrow?
Thanks for the lesson there, Jess.
You're welcome.
Yeah, bro. So I would just kind of reiterate that these sessions are so helpful because when you're not there, all of us together are able to see different pieces and then bring it all together and share it with each other, right? So it's perfect.
Listen, I was reading you guys' text on the chat all day. Don't think I'm not looking. I was reading. You guys were very active today, and a lot of this. That's why I decided to do this today, because a lot of the stuff that I was seeing, I'm seeing that you guys are picking up good, and now you're actually seeing a lot of the stuff that I need you to see. And that's why I said, oh, I got to do a session today, because I'm looking at you guys, man. Trust me, I'm looking at what you guys are taking, and now it's no longer. It's not like in previous services that you had that you guys are talking BS stuff. No, you guys were actually talking market stuff, and you sounded like if you were inside a room full of traders networking and like a think tank. You guys look like if you guys were in a think tank and popping ideas back and forth, and they were all valid. Especially KB. I know KB. I know KB is silent today. I don't know what's going on with him. I'm gonna have to put a camera on. But KB is picking up real good. A lot of you guys are picking up real good and real fast, which is good. That means I could get out of here and leave you guys alone, you know. And as I said, I'll be done with you guys. I don't have to worry about it. You could all charge yourself.
No, we're not done with you just yet. You can't do that.
Damn it. Man, you better get that Dominican rum. You better go to that duty-free store and get that Dominican rum. That's all I'm telling you.
But definitely thank you for the lessons, man, because especially recently, specifically yesterday and even Friday, the lessons on that, man, is just like crystal clear now. And so I think that's helping us a lot. Because even earlier, Jeff, I'm gonna put you out there, boss. He started speaking with Faye and Wall Street, and I even threw in there. We just started chatting it up, and and then we more people started coming in the voice, and we literally started like charting out some of the stuff on our own. So
I know, man. I went to a voice for 2 seconds. For 2 seconds, I went on the voice because I had to unmute XPX Heist, and the only way I was able to do it is to get in there. Man, these people were telling me, "What is that? You have a talk show radio?" And I said, "No, man, that's my group. They're doing their thing. They're making money while you guys are sweating here, making $20 an hour."
We made you proud, right? We made you proud.
Yeah.
The proud papa.
Hell yeah. They kept asking me, man. I'm telling you, man. They kept asking. Oh, I told this to Vance the other day. I went and get on Sunday. What's today? Tuesday, Monday. On Sunday, I went to Sherwin-Williams by my house because I had to get some paint for some rocks that I'm making as an accent wall outside. So I go get the paint, and I'm paying. So I open up my wallet, and I have one of the ATM business cards that Gio made for me. So that guy is the manager there on the cashier, and he's ringing me up, and he goes, "Oh man, you follow those people?" And I said, "What people?" And I said, "That ATM, man." I said, "Oh yeah, they're a good group." He says, "Man, I just graduated from FIU. I'm graduating in finance. I'm holding some stocks, and I've done some calls and puts." He's trying to act, sound smart with me. Yeah, I got some puts here, and I got some calls over there. I said, "Damn, bro, that's good, awesome." He goes, "Yeah, man, I seen those videos, man. Man, that dude is raw, man." And I said, "Yeah, they're pretty good." He says, "Man, I went through all the videos, man, and I'm thinking of signing up, man. What do you think? How long have you been following them?" I said, "Bro, I've been following them for like 30 days. So I tell him, I said, "Bro, I've been following them for like 30 days. That's it? And what do you think?" I said, "Bro, that's the best thing out there, bro." I said, "What do you do?" I said, "Bro, I'm a day trader." "Oh, okay." I'm looking like a surfer. I'm there with my messed up Hirachis and my torn shorts full of plaster. I look like a damn street bum, So I'm telling myself, this guy's probably thinks I'm full of shit, But so I tell him, he goes, "Damn, man, you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and fill out an application." I said, "Bro, let me tell you something. That'll be the best thing you'll ever do in your life. Because I'm not only the day trader, I'm also the founder of the group." Bro, that guy went like, "Nah, man, you shitting me." I said, "Nah, bro. Okay, go back to the video and compare my voice to what you hear there. As a matter of fact, just go to the video where I'm having a beer, okay? And this is exactly how I'm sounding. Where Saturday is every day." "Oh shit, man. Oh shit." I said, "Yeah, man." I said, "So good luck, bro. Bring in your application. I'll go ahead and take a look at it, and I'll approve it for you, okay?" But I've been there to that share room like 3 times. This guy opened up an account, a contractor account, and everything. Gave me like 35% off on some paint. I said, great. You know, every time I go there now, he always asks me, hey, what do you think of the market, man? I said, nah, man, just look at my videos. You'll learn. Young kid too. He just got out of FIU, Florida International University. But he freaked out. I couldn't believe it when he told me you follow them. I didn't even think in my mind that somebody from locally where I live actually hit that YouTube. Or I actually came across that YouTube. But that was like crazy.
Yeah, YouTube is very powerful.
I know, very powerful. I know.
When's the apparel going to be ready?
The what?
Apparels, t-shirts.
Oh, we're working on it.
Yeah, we're working on it.
We're working on it. Cups. Gio's the one. Gio's putting the foundation for ATM University. So
I think that's where we're gonna rock the most is in that university.
yeah. For you guys, the members will be free. Anybody outside, then there'll be a fee for them. But anybody in here, it's all part of the program. And
It just what does ATM stands for?
The what?
What does ATM stands for?
At the money trading.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. That's what I thought.
Yeah. And then we're working on the app also. But the app will be just an alert service. That'll be a separate service, which you guys will have for free. But anybody that doesn't want to go to the education part, then we'll compete with alert services also, if they want to. We're trying to separate people. We don't want people just coming in here just for alerts and not learn. You want alerts? I'll comply with you. I'll give you alerts. Okay, but you're not going to disrupt the people that want to learn. Yeah, everything will be here, Patty. The whole recording will be available. As soon as Zoom sends it to me, I send it to you guys. And then I'll upload it the next day on the Google Drive. So it'll be there permanent. All right, guys, I'll leave it right here. We'll see you in the morning. Go over it. Nash, that was a great pattern. I know, I love that chart. That was great. I saw that. Great illustration. This is what.
It would have not been possible without you.
Look, Ness just sent me this, which was incredible. Man, you guys are going to Harvard, man. You guys ain't gonna be no little Havana University. You guys are going to. Hey, what was that number that we had? That she said she was a Harvard. That she tested me on the other group. What's her name?
Data Wizard?
No. The one that got kicked out. That she said she went to Harvard or Yale or.
Seth Marie.
Seth Maria.
Yeah, Seth Maria.
Yeah, Seth Maria.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing looks like
The
Seth
hedge
Maria.
manager.
Yeah. This looks like Seth Maria right here. Yeah, that's great. I love it. You know what? I'm gonna use this on a YouTube.
But Jess, what are your credentials?
Like in what?
No, that's what Seth Marie asked you, what your credentials.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's not funny if we have to explain it.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of delayed right now. I need some sleep. I need some food. Wake up again.
And sleep when you're dead.
I know. Yeah, believe it or not, man. I told my wife that. I said, man, I'm getting sleep insomnia, man. I don't even know what sleep is no more. But yeah, I love this illustration. This thing was great. I'm gonna use this. It was great.
You got it.
All right, guys. So we'll see you in the morning.
Thank you.
All right,
Have a good
good night,
night.
guys.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
No, y'all.